Hello everyone, my name is Cody, and I hope you're ready to take some burn through Pioneer. Before we get into it, I'd like to remind everybody to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Twitch, where I am streaming Magic the Gathering multiple times a week. So, we're playing Pioneer Lurrus Burn, and Pioneer has been in a bit of a weird spot recently. The metagame has been shifting a whole lot. Decks have gone from tier 1 to absent, and certain decks are like popping up and going away. So we really have to like adapt our sideboard for those metagame choices. And for this week, I have decided to really focus in on the Boros Heroic deck as well as the Garuda combo deck. Those are two decks very recently that have been taking down a lot of events and putting up some 5/0s. So some changes to the main deck that we've made since our last stream is we're running playsets of just about everything now. We've gone up to 4 copies of Vashino Pyromancer as well as 4 copies of Lightning Strike. We have cut all of our copies of Skewer the Critics in favor of going up to those playsets as well as running a singleton shock. The reason for that is that the sorcery speed of Skewer the Critics doesn't really work well with our prowess creatures. Doesn't work well with Monastery Swift Spear. It's not going to help get to Lava Runner haste. It's not going to help out Soulscar Mage. So that sorcery speed really doesn't play nice with those creatures, as well as it functions as very clunky removal. Because we have to turn on Spectacle, we're not able to remove the creatures in a way that we want to. So that's why we're going up for that instant speed removal with Lightning Strike, as well as adding an additional 1 mana removal spell. So that way we can come out very early in the game, control the board, and then take over with our prowess creatures. That's the big difference between us and, say, the Boros Heroic deck, is that we're trying to control the board more. We're not necessarily trying to go all in at the face. So in terms of our sideboard, we've decided to really hone in on a couple matchups, and we're trying to play as many copies of our sideboard cards as possible. We're still doing a full play set of Chain to the Rocks. I think Chain to the Rocks, perhaps the best removal spell in Pioneer right now. It exiles the creature so it can't get bought back by opposing Lurrus decks. Like, it really just gets there and it answers the creature. Yes, they can remove the Chain to the Rocks, but we have our own Lurrus to be able to buy it back. We've gone up from 3 to 4 copies of Searing Blood. Lots of really aggressive creature decks, namely that Boros Heroic deck, as well as other Lurrus Burn decks and the like. So I really want 4 copies of Searing Blood. I want to be able to kill their creature as well as deal some damage to their face. We've gone up from 2 to 3 copies of Skullcrack. Really, one of the only ways for us to lose is either for them to out-aggro us, which is sometimes possible, but the other way is to gain life. So those Uro decks, if they can play an Uro, escape an Uro in one turn, our chances of winning go way, way down. Or in like the Dimir Inverter matchup, they might have things like Collective Brutality to try to gain life, or the Crumble to Ashes, the card from Theros, where they exile a creature and gain 3 life. So Skullcrack's going to be a great answer to that, to keep ourselves ahead in those matchups where we are really trying to race. And then finally, we're back on Grafdigger's Cage. We're running 3 Grafdigger's Cages. We tried out Rest in Peace the other day, and Rest in Peace works great against like the Sultai mid-range deck. It also works out really well against the Dimir Inverter deck, forcing them to combo out in one turn. However, it does nothing for the Garuda combo matchup. And we've seen Garuda put up several top 8s in this past week, and we've played against it on stream a couple of times. So we're back to Grafdigger's Cage. Grafdigger's Cage is going to be the best way to deal with the Garuda combo decks, as well as provide some ancillary hate to opposing Lurrus decks, as well as things like Uro and the like. So Grafdigger's Cage is going to be our graveyard hate of choice for right now. This is probably the biggest flex plot on which graveyard hate is better, and right now I think with all the Garuda running around, Grafdigger's Cage is going to be the best. So that is our list, and let's go ahead and jump into a league. So I hope we end up playing it against the Boros heroic deck, because we've been playing against it a lot. Like every stream, we've been playing against it 2, sometimes even 3 times a stream. So we've really come prepared with our with our hate for that deck this league. So let's hope that we can put that to good use. Again, Pioneer is just in a real big shakeup right now. Like, the decks that are good are constantly rotating. Sometimes Lotus Breach is like the best deck in the format, and then people bring the appropriate Grave Hate or Damping Spheres, and then now it's, you know, the Boros Heroic deck is the best deck in the format, and then people start bringing hate for that, and then it jumps over to like the Yorian deck. So like the format's really unstable right now. So we're really hoping to stay one step ahead of the game and bringing the Graveyard Hate for the appropriate metagame. Just waiting on our opponent to join so we can get started. All right. They did not. So we're going to have to try to matchmake again for our first game. Now would be a great time for me to mention that you can follow me on Twitter at the Cody Hope. That's where I'll be posting when I'm going live for streaming, any like thoughts I have about the format, and as well as polls. Sometimes I like to stream some wacky decks, and so having some input on that is always appreciated. All right, hopefully we can get into our first game. Again, waiting. All right. We are. All right, we're in round 1. We won the die roll. We get to go first. We're going to reveal our Lurrus. All right, we're up against an opposing Lurrus deck. This hand is pretty decent if it's the Boros Heroic deck, because we are just going to turn 1, kill their thing, turn 2, kill their thing, turn 3, kill their thing. If it's not, and it's like an Abzan Rally deck, then we're probably in trouble. But Abzan Rally has kind of been on a bit of a downswing. We're going to take a big gamble, and we're going to keep it. Because we have 3 lands, so we can play Lurrus of the Dream Den on turn 3 if we need to. One of the benefits of Lurrus, I feel, is that we get to kind of keep a hand like this. Because even though we have no threat, we just have a bunch of removal, we have a threat in our sideboard that we get to play. All right, yeah, are they gonna play anything? They are not. All right, we're gonna hang on to all these spells. We don't want to send them at the face quite yet. We'll play the other Inspiring Vantage, and we'll pass the turn. We're gonna, since we know that there's some sort of Boros Lurrus deck, we're gonna play it real patiently. No need to rush ahead. Quite literally the mirror. We've both done 2 Inspiring Vantages. All right, get 2 Lava Runner. All right. In step, we're just going to Wild Slash it. Get that off of the board. We don't need it. That means that either they kept a hand very similar to ours, or they also just like drew a Get 2 Lava Runner. Only playing that 1/1 drop's a little fishy, but all right, another Wild Slash. I think we will play. Well, we're gonna play Sacred Foundry tapped. I don't see we might have to double kill something, but I doubt we're gonna need to specifically go Lightning Strike Wild Slash. So if they go to play 2 creatures, we can Wild Slash 2 of them, or if they play something real big, we can just Lightning Strike it. All right, the second Get 2 Lava Runner. Again, they're not doing anything. So it seems that they have a hand very similar to ours that's just full of removal. So again, we're gonna Wild Slash this Lava Runner. Keeping the board clean. All right, we have a Get 2 Lava Runner, and it has haste. So hopefully we can get in for some damage. Although if I was a betting man, I would assume that they are holding up some removal as well. And then we'll pass the turn after that. See if this Lava Runner gets to get in. It does not. Although the good news is that now we have something for our Lurrus. So if we need to, we can go Lurrus into Lava Runner all in one turn. All right, Monastery Swiftspear. So there's a decent chance that they could have 2 spells that they might cast to try to save this Monastery Swiftspear if we go to Lightning Strike it. But I think getting the Monastery Swiftspear off the table is something that we are wanting to do. So we're going to Lightning Strike it. So that way they have to cast 2 spells to save it with Prowess. All right, they're not. Wow, they drew all 4 Inspiring Vantages. Wow. That's impressive. All right, Wizards Lightning. Excellent. We're going to play our Battlefield Forge. I think it's time for us to... They have 3 cards in hand. I think what we can do is we can go Lurrus plus get 2 Lava Runner out of our graveyard, and then we'll hold up a Wild Slash. Because what I'm hoping that will happen is that they will cast their Lurrus, and we can just kill it with this Wild Slash pretty much immediately. And in what world is it turn 5, and neither burn deck has dealt damage to each other? All right, they're going to Lightning Strike our Lurrus. Very reasonable thing to do. And we get to get in for 2. We get to make the first damage of this game. All right, let's see what they got. Battlefield Forge. All right. I'm almost hoping that they just cast their Lurrus so we can just kill it right now and get that out of the way. Us having to play around it for the rest of the game is... Yeah, okay. They are casting their Lurrus. They're going to get a little bit of value out of it, but that's fine. All right, let's see what they cast. I'm going to assume probably the Monastery Swiftspear. No, get 2 Lava Runner. Okay. We're just going to take this opportunity. We're just going to Wild Slash the Lurrus. Let's just get that out of here right now. Both of us have played some very patient games, holding up removal. Like, this is what, it's their turn 5, and we've gotten in for 2, and they're about to get in for 2, so. All right, they're going to hit us for 2. And we're pretty even on resources. We're low on cards in the hand. Both of our Lurruses are in the graveyard. Soulscar Mage is a good draw. We definitely want more creatures to put on the battlefield. All right, they're gonna Wizards Lightning our Lava Runner? That makes a lot of sense. We have our own Wizards Lightning. We might Wizards Lightning this get 2 Lava Runner. We might not. We'll just have to see. They have their own Soulscar Mage. Okay. Eidolon of the Great Revel. I think we're gonna Wizards Lightning the Soulscar Mage right now. Just get it out of the way. And then, yeah, I think that just kind of has to be the plan. Then they can't attack us with get 2 Lava Runner because our Soulscar Mage will be big enough to favorably block. All right, well, we're both top decking now, so. Yep. All right, let's hope that we can draw something good. That is the opposite of something good. Well, we're just going to pass the turn, fake that we're holding up something. All right, they're going to attack in. They might not. They might think that we have a burn spell. So, yeah, we're effectively bluffing, which is nice. Sacred Foundry. Sacred Foundry is not what we want to draw. We're just gonna pass again. We don't want to tip them off that we have any sort of. Or sorry, we want to tip them off that we have something good in our hand, and if we play a land right now, they might be able to sniff out that we just don't have anything. But as long as we're just sitting here passing the turn back and forth, that's going to give us some time to draw into something good. A second Soulscar Mage is really nice. We are going to play that. Taking 2 from the Eidolon isn't the best, but it'll allow us to hopefully get ahead once we start drawing some burn spells. And this might make them even less likely to attack, because then even if they just attack, we can just double block with our Soulscar Mages and be fine. Although we are in trouble, like we need to draw into something pretty soon, or we're going to very quickly fall behind. Alright, Monastery Swiftspear is not great for us. We definitely don't want to give them creatures. We definitely don't want them getting more creatures on the battlefield. Let's see if they decide to attack in. It's looking like it. Looks like they're going to Lightning Strike. Yeah, they're going to Lightning Strike our Soulscar Mage. So that's going to resolve for sure. All right, let's see if they attack in, or if they're just gonna. All right, they're gonna attack in. We're just like we're not gonna throw our Soulscar Mage away, so we're taking 4 here, unfortunately. All right, us drawing all of these lands is not helping us. We're gonna put it into play tapped, and then we're just gonna pass the turn. We definitely need to start drawing something real if we hope to get back into this game. Or we need to hope that they also are drawing into just absolute garbage. We'll see how they attack. That'll inform our next move. All right, they're just turning them all sideways. We're going to block this Monastery Swiftspear. We got to hope they either don't have a pump spell or that they are just knowing that we can't. Yeah, okay. So we can't kill any of their creatures without doing a burn spell, so they just get to kind of freely attack into us. Monastery Swiftspear is still not great. It's not what we want. We definitely want some direct damage spells at this point in time. But it's better than nothing. I think the play is going to be to double block the Eidolon if they attack in, because we definitely need to play things without getting punished for it. Okay, they're just not going to attack. Another Monastery Swiftspear. Well, I mean, we're going to play it. It really stinks to be taking 2 damage from this Eidolon, but we can't just sit back and just keep passing the turn back and forth, because eventually, because their life total is so healthy that they really can just, like, they can cast 3 spells, take 6, and it's fine. We cannot do that, so we just have to keep dissuading them from attacking until we can just, like, turn the corner. All right. Fortunately, they are. It seems that they're also not drawing the best, because they could just kill us right now with direct damage if they wanted to. Let's see. This shock is okay. 2, 4, 6. We can deal 8 damage right now. Not a lot, but I think we have to do, like, we're definitely on the back foot right now. We are going to keep just passing the turn. In what format does a Burn Mirror have 13 turns in the first game? All right, they're playing a Soulscar Mage. We are fine with that. They can take 2. No worries. How are they going to attack? They're not. All right. Inspiring Vantage, we'll play that tapped, and we'll pass the turn. They are getting dangerously close to a point where they can just, like, if they draw any burn spell, they just win the game. Because if we cast this shock, we're locked out. Like, we can't cast anything for the rest of the game unless we're putting that shock towards the Eidolon. But that puts us in a spot where they might just Boros Charm us right now. And yeah, they're just going to Boros Charm us. All right. Very, very close game one. We just drew too many running lands. That didn't help us out a lot. Post sideboard. 4 Searing Bloods are coming into the deck. This is going to be the best card that we could hope for. I'm taking out our 4 Eidolons. I don't like Eidolon in the mirror match because for every time that we get to lock them out of the game, just like in game 1, they locked us out of the game. It really depends on who's ahead in life for where Eidolon's going to matter. And I don't like playing that game in the burn matchup. So we're going to take out the 4 Eidolons, bring in the 4 Searing Bloods. Chain to the Rocks is going to be fine too. I don't know if they're going to be bringing in their Wear and Tears. So we could be able to, if they're running Wear and Tear in the sideboard, just make it where they're bringing in dead cards. But being able to Chain to the Rocks their creature, if they don't have that type of interaction, is going to be really great because, again, it's another 1 mana removal spell. So I kind of just want to try that. There's no life gain that they're going to be bringing in from the sideboard, so we don't need Skullcracks. Grafdigger's Cage is okay. We can shut off their Lurrus, but we have plenty of other ways to answer their Lurrus anyway that I just want to do that. Take out the Eidolons, bring in the Searing Bloods. We're going to play first. Going to reveal our Lurrus. All right, this is an okay hand. We can, like, we don't have any real removal. We have a bunch of creatures. Like, we get to go turn 2 Pyromancer, turn 3 Pyromancer plus Wizard's Lightning. But if they keep a big creature heavy hand, they're just going to beat us. However, if they're big on removal in their hand and they don't have some creatures, this could easily run away with the game, especially if we can, like, Boros Charm saving our creatures from dying. So I think we're going to keep it. The card advantage is going to be, or the resources are going to be important as well. We definitely don't want to go down to 6. And then there's a chance that 6 is just so garbage we have to go down to 5. And if that happens, we just lose the game. We'll lead on Sacred Foundry tapped. Now is the best time to do it. We have no play. So get to save some life. And then we'll get to cast our stuff next turn. Soulscar Mage is not necessarily what we want to be seeing. It is... Although Shock's not too bad. We could just shock the Soulscar Mage. I think we're going to play the Pyromancer. We're going to get some stuff down on board. Deal 2 damage to them. And at worst, we're just going to block this Soulscar Mage to avoid taking damage. What I hope to get them to do is tap out on their turn so we can, like, go Pyromancer and then shock their Soulscar Mage. That's definitely going to be the plan. Battlefield Forge for our opponent is nice. It's their only white source right now, so maybe we can get them to take some damage off of that Battlefield Forge. All right, they're going to attack. Chances are they're going to try to get in some free damage by, we're going to block with our Pyromancer, then they just, like, shock our face, lightning strike us, and then they get to kill our Pyromancer while still dealing us 3 damage. So we're just not going to block right now. It's early enough in the game that we don't have to do that, and I see that they're playing it safe as well by not just emptying their hand. So let's see what they do. A light up the stage. I see. Ooh, that's real bad. Lots of creatures. That's not what we want to see. All right, so we might just be killing creatures this turn. Yeah, I think the plan might just be Sacred Foundry tapped, shock, Wizard's Lightning, get in there for 2. I think that's going to be the plan. We can't let them get 3 creatures on board. That's just not going to be good for us. So we are going to shock the untapped Soulscar Mage. We're going to get in there for 2. And then we are going to Wizard's Lightning their Soulscar Mage. Just get that out of here. Alright, so pretty decent job of clearing up the board. They do get to just play the Swift Spear this turn, unfortunately. Let's see what they do. Ooh, a white. They're casting a Chain to the Rocks. All right, they're going to scoop up our Pyromancer, which is fine. Definitely better creatures they could be chaining to the rocks. So, and they're going to get to hit us for 2. Although right now we're a little bit ahead, which is nice. We'll play the Battlefield Forge. We'll tap this for a colorless, this for a red. Play our Pyromancer. Hit them for 2. All right, and then we're just gonna hold up this Boros Charm. We could just deal 4 damage to them, hit them to 8. That's a pretty good spot for us to be at. Or we could wait, maybe get them to commit some removal to our Pyromancer, and then just use Boros Charm to give it indestructible. So they've made their 3rd land drop, which means they can very quickly, although they're low on white mana, so Lurrus is a ways away. All right, I really hope that this is we're going to get to blow them out with this Boros Charm. We're going to give our permanents indestructible. So not only have we made the Searing Blaze do, or the Searing Blood do nothing, but now we also just get to block one of their Swift Spears for free. So that's really nice. I imagine they're still gonna attack. They don't lose anything for doing so, but who knows? They might not. We would like to see a Searing Blaze of our own right now. That would be something really nice. We have no value for casting Lurrus. Like, we're just going to be casting it into removal because we have nothing to get back out of our graveyard. So we definitely want to be seeing some sort of removal. Wizard's Lightning is a good one. We're just going to attack in. Although we could be getting, because we're ahead on life. We could just be getting to the point in the game where we just need to like start hitting face. They're at 9. So I think we are actually going to cast our Lurrus. They're not close to casting theirs, and we just have so much mana that we're going to cast ours. Yes, we're getting no value off of it, but they might spend some more burn spells to get rid of this Lurrus, and if they do that, then we're totally fine with that. So we're going to wait on the Wizard's Lightning. We're going to see if we can just draw some burn spells in the next couple turns and close out the game. Get to Lava Runner. Where's that Wizard's Lightning coming? Yeah, see, so they're going to be spending that Wizard's Lightning on the Lurrus instead of us. We could right now Wizard's Lightning their Monastery Swift Spear with 1 mana open. They can't get it up to a point where it's not going to die. And I think that just needs to be what we're going to do, because with 2 prowess creatures on board, if they hit us for 6 this turn, then suddenly we're not ahead. We are very, very behind. So us trying to keep them at bay, I think, is going to be our best bet, because we're ahead on life right now. If they hit us for 4 and we get to hit them back for 2, we're fine with that. Because then we will win that race if we just get to draw some burn spells. Okay, so they're not. They're not even attacking. They're going to play it. They're going to play on the defensive. And a light up the stage. Okay. Oof, that's really bad for us. Lava Runner plus Wizard's Lightning is not what we want to see. Okay. A Lava Runner of our own is fine. And then, but unfortunately, we just kind of have to pass the turn. We could attack in, get in there for 2. Or no, because what they'll do is they'll just Wizard's Lightning, say, our Pyromancer, and then block the Lava Runner. So we're not going to get blown out like that. We're just going to have to pass the turn. Maybe it is just always correct for us to maybe it's just always correct for us to like not cast Lurrus unless we are guaranteed to get some value off of it. Yes, we wouldn't have our Pyromancer right now, but considering we didn't have the resources in hands to kill them, maybe we should have done that. That might have been a thing we could have done, because right now they're really about to start taking over the game. But let's see how they attack. Yeah, they're just swinging it all in. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. They could hit us for 9 right now. 9. If they have a lightning strike or another deal 3 damage, we just lose the game, because if they cast Wizard's Lightning plus lightning strike or whatever, that's going to be 13 damage. But if we don't block, it sets us up to win, where if we can attack for 4, draw a Boros Charm. Although I think we need to just play it safe. We are just going to... this is tough. We can't block the Swift Spear because they can just Wizard's Lightning. I think we're just gonna we're just gonna make some trades. See if that's enough. All right, their Wizard's Lightning, our Pyromancer. Okay, they're trying to keep their creatures alive, which makes a ton of sense. All right, and they have another creature, so a Searing Blood would be really nice. Wild Slash is fine. We'll Wild Slash the Soulscar Mage. And then we're going to pass the turn. They get to hit us for 3 for free, and then we're all tied up. We definitely need to draw really well and hope that they don't draw well. But the game is not lost. A Searing Blood again would be just excellent. A land is not excellent. All right. But it's the way it goes. All right, we need to draw something good. Again, that is not something good. Last time we played Burn, we were having the problem of drawing 2 lands. Like, we had to mulligan a whole lot because we had 1 lands, no land hands. This league already seems to be off to the opposite, where we are just drawing. We're drawing 2, 4, 6, 7 lands. So it's not looking good for our hero. If they have any burn spell right here, they just win the game. All right, so they're going to Lurrus plus another Pyromancer, or a Lava Runner, and that's the game as well. I really wish we could punish them right now and just go like Lightning Strike, Shock, win the game. That would be nice, but unfortunately we lose round 1 to Lurrus Burn. We lose the mirror match. Which, hey, they played really well. We played against a really, really good opponent who really knew what they were doing. So, fortunately, we don't get game 1 or match 1 per se. We have to jump into match 2. All right, we have... All right. See, like, look, like, now we're on this one land hand stuff. We're up against a non-Lurrus deck. That always strikes me out as some sort of combo deck or some sort of, like, super hyper, like, a deck that we don't want to be keeping a one land, which is a Battlefield Forge. So, fortunately, we have to mulligan. This hand's much, much better. We get to cast just about everything. We are missing white for our Boros Charms and our Lurruses, but this light up the stage is very, what's the word? Encouraging. So, we're going to keep it. We're going to put the Boros Charm on the bottom. One thing we can't cast. And let's see what we're up against. Port Town. This is either blue-white control or is this like Azorius Spirits? All right, Inspiring Vantage. We don't want to draw too many more lands, but that's a good one for us to draw. Making sure that we have white is nice. This is blue-white control. We have a great hand for it. We get to put down one creature, and then we're just going to attack every turn, use our burn spells. We don't want to play into a Supreme Verdict, but let's see if this is Spirits. This could just be Spirits. Yeah, we're up against blue-white Spirits. This is a great matchup. We're really going to run them over with... Let's see what we draw. Yeah, we're just really going to run them over. Like, they're going to Spell Queller our thing. We're going to Lightning Strike the Spell Queller, get to cast our spell anyway, get extra prowess triggers. Like, this is a pretty easy matchup. I think what we might do is we'll just Wild Slash them and light up the stage and then attack in for 3. Like, that seems like a pretty good thing to be doing. Although there's something to be said about us, like, saving this as removal. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to attack. We're going to attack in. We're going to Wild Slash. We're going to go ahead and Wild Slash the Selfless Spirit. Like, let's just get it out of here. Yep, okay. Hello, Lantern. Welcome. We are playing some burn. We're currently 0-1. We lost the mirror match. And we are up against blue-white Spirits. And as much as I love Spirits, you know, I was on Spirits until about a month ago, but just it's in a rough spot right now. Spirits is not in the best position meta-wise. All right, so we got a Get To Lava Runner and a Battlefield Forge off of our light at the stage, which is fine, right? Lava Runner is going to be a nice threat. Going to have Battlefield Forge that we can cast this Lightning Strike off of without taking damage. What are they playing? Ooh, Teferi Time Raveler. Very, very nice. Although bouncing the Swift Spear doesn't do much. Oh, no, they're just going to tick up. Okay. I was going to say bouncing this doesn't do much because we just get to give it haste. Or it has haste, and then we'll just get to kill the Teferi. We could kill the Teferi this next turn. We could, like, Lightning Strike it, attack it with Monastery Swift Spear, but... Oh, the Pyromancer's really nice. So we're going to play the Battlefield Forge. We could Pyromancer at the Teferi, and then, like, attack in at it. But that's... I don't know. How much do we care about this Teferi? Spirits 5-0 and Modern. Hey, well, you know, Modern's a little bit different. They got some good stuff. You get that Drog Skull Captain. Like, Drog Skull Captain's really nice. I think we're just going to go with them. I don't think we're too concerned about this Teferi. What spells are they going to cast it at instant speed? They're going to cast... they could be running, like, a Declaration in Stone in the main deck. But, like, for the most part, when I was playing Teferi in Spirits, it was mostly for the bounce effect and for the ability to shut off our opponents playing at instant speed. Although right now, like, we don't care too much about playing at instant speed. We're just going to play all of our things at sorcery speed and try to kill them. Just really nice. Like, Teferi's not the best bet here because whatever they bounce, we get extreme value off of. They bounce the Lava Runner or the Swift Spear. Cool, we'll just replay it and then attack them with it. Yeah, like this doesn't do much of anything, especially with our hand the way it is. Like we still get to cast everything. Oh, Thraben Inspector. Okay, this is not spirits. This is mono white devotion with the blue splash. I didn't realize that. I saw turn 2 Selfless Spirit, turn 3 Teferi, and I was like, hey, that's spirits. Okay, so we're not. We're up against mono white devotion. So Chain to the Rock's going to be excellent here. We get to chain up their Heliod's when that comes down. We'll get to chain their like the guy who gets devotion is his toughness is equal to your devotion to white, so our burn spells won't be getting through that. So Chain to the Rocks will be nice there. Maybe Searing Blood, but Searing Blood doesn't play around Selfless Spirit too well, so I think we'll just bring these 4 in. And what are we going to take out? I like all of our creatures. I think we'll cut a couple. We'll cut a couple Lightning Strike. We'll cut 2 Lightning Strikes. We'll cut a Eidolon. We're going to be on the draw, so we'll cut 2 Eidolons. We definitely don't want a hand with a bunch of Eidolons. Drawing 1 is going to be fine. Drawing multiple is going to be pretty bad, so we'll run it back like that. Although I'm surprised to not see Yorion. A lot of the mono white devotion splashing blue, like the reason they're splashing blue is because they're playing a Yorion deck and they want like the they're having to fill 80 cards, and so the blue splash becomes very, very worth it. This is a great hand. We have 2 white sources. We have lots of things to play. Snap Keep. Legion's Landing. They get a 1/1 lifelinker. Which, hey, that's relevant, right? They could run us over with that. We'll play our Soulscar Mage, then we'll pass the turn. How does this thing flip? When you attack with 3 or more creatures, you flip it, and then they can pump out vampires. All right, let's see what they got. Another Thraben Inspector. Or a Thraben Inspector. Hollowed Fountain, tapped. All right. Unfortunately, we're drawing these Chain to the Rocks really early. I don't want to cast them because I want to save it for something big. So we'll just play the Pyromancer and then pass the... Or you know what? We're going to attack in. We'll see how they block. If they block with the Vampire, cool. If they block with the Thraben Inspector, maybe we'll just Wizard's Lightning them or something, or Lightning Strike them. We'll just have to see. Okay, we just get to get in for 1. Easy peasy. And then we'll Pyromancer second main phase. All right. Something we talked about in an earlier stream, we're totally fine just blocking with this Pyromancer all day, because if we get to the point where we can start looping it with Lurrus, then the game's over. We deal 2 damage to him and get to have a free block. That's excellent. Things not looking good in Paradise for our opponent. They're cracking a clue on turn 3. It's not what you want to be seeing. Yeah, we're totally fine just getting this guy off the battlefield. Something we're totally fine with. Ooh, no 3rd land drop. That's no good. All right, another Pyromancer. That's just gravy. Lots of gravy with that one. Pyromancer them for 2. We're going to attack in. We'll see how they block. Or if they block. If they do, we'll just Wizard's Lightning them for 3. If not, we'll just hit them for 1. Pass the turn. Chance that they just hit their 3rd land, play something scary. So We're in no rush, especially because they're so far behind. Dauntless Bodyguard. Is this just like a mono white? Is this just like a white splashing blue weenies deck? Because I don't think this is what the like mono white devotion deck is playing. Like this seems like I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Banalish Marshal here before too long. Yeah, we're just gonna go to our turn. Lava Runner, pretty good. We don't have any instants and sorceries in the graveyard, and so for that, we're just gonna go to attack. We're just gonna swing in. Although, unfortunately, this Dauntless Bodyguard gives them just a free block. They block, sack the Bodyguard, and then doesn't matter. Okay, they're just gonna take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 damage in hand. We'll just hang on to it. All right, they got to that third land. Let's see what they're gonna do with it. Crack the clue, play a 1-drop. All right, they are going to combat, see if they attack. All right, they're swinging in. Oh, then they get to flip this Legion's Landing, and I imagine they're just going to maybe make a vampire second main phase. Okay. Although I don't know if that's what I would want to be doing. But okay, Anafin's Kintree Spirit. Yeah, okay. So this is the devotion. Selfless Spirit. I think in response to that, we're gonna lightning strike this Anafin's. We don't want them growing their creatures. That's how we lose the game. They just play out a bunch of small things that slowly become big things. And then, yeah, we'll pass the turn. Now is going to be a great time to Chains in the Rocks away this Selfless Spirit. We don't have to waste a burn spell. We get a Prowess trigger. And then we're going to exile the Selfless Spirit. If they sack it in response, oh well. No harm, no foul. The goal is to get it off of the battlefield. Sure. Your guys are indestructible. And I think it's time for us to just push in and try to close out the game. I'm going to play our Lava Runner. We're going to Wizard's Lightning them. Hit him for 2, 4, 7. This is going to hit him to 2. And then we have the Boros Charm in hand to win the game. So, okay. Unless they just gain a bunch of life this turn, which is possible. They are in white. They could just have this big turn if they hit a 4th land, and we could be in trouble. History Benalia. Create tonight. Unfortunately, that is not enough. All right, let's end the game. We'll Wild Slash him. All right, and we get there. We get there against mono white splashing blue devotion. Let's go into game 3. Although we didn't need our companion for that game, like I just really like I think that kind of just shows like the power level discrepancies between like the companion decks and the non-companion decks. Like 6 months ago, that deck is like a super good deck, but now it's like really struggling to keep up. Definitely an argument about companions and if they're good or bad, but that's been talked about so much that I don't feel like I need to get into it. All right, we're on the draw. We lost the die roll. We are playing against a Lurrus deck. We have a very creature-heavy hand, so this is fine. We have one removal spell, but hopefully the plan can be we just deploy all of our threats, Wizard's Lightning their threats, and then win the game from there. We'll keep it. Especially on the draw, there's a chance we can draw into more removal. All right, we're up against the mirror match again. Eidolon, we might play that Eidolon at some point. We will just have to see. We're going to lead on Soulscar Mage for the reason that we're not attacking anyway. Get to Lava Runner gets to block Monastery Swift Spear. So us leading on Soulscar Mage is the best way to like efficiently play out our creatures. Wild Slash. Yep. Always something to expect. They hit us for 1. Oh, they kept a 1-lander. Cool. We get to punish them for that. We're just going to double Swift Spear. Like, we don't mind giving them one more turn. Because we're just going to deploy our threats and turn them sideways. All right. Good stuff. Although that means they have 5 really good cards in hand. Soulscar Mage. Get us for 1. No, get us for none. All right. Inspiring Vantage is a great draw. Now we can do a huge Boros Charm that gives us that gives our creatures indestructible if they try to like go crazy. Let's turn them sideways. They're just blocking there. Huh. Let's see. What are we worried about? I don't think we are. Oh, no. We can't cast multiple spells because we don't have a wizard for our Wizard's Lightning. So if we go to cast this Boros Charm and they, in response, go to kill our Swift Spear, that's no good. Because that's what they could do. We could Boros Charm. They kill this Swift Spear. These guys bounce off of each other. So I think to play it safe, we could just Wizard's Lightning this Soulscar Mage. Just deal it 3. Or you know what? We're just going to pass to damage. And see if they do anything. Okay. We're fine with this, and we're going to hold up some interaction. Also a decent chance they were calling a bluff and we fell for it. That's also a possibility. We'll see what they do this turn. Another Soulscar Mage. That's not what we like to see. And they're just going to pass the turn. Okay. That makes me think that they don't have a spell in hand. I think what we'll do is... Although if they cast 2 spells right now, but they could just go boom, boom, kill both of our Swift Spears. That is a possibility. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. And we're always going to yield to Swift Spear triggers to hopefully speed some of that up. Where's that Wild Slash going? Yep. Okay, so unfortunately, like we thought, they had 2 burn spells. Yeah, so they're just going to kill both of our guys, make it where our spell doesn't kill there. But then that's their whole hand, right? They got no extra damage off of that. We're 1 white source away from getting to Lurrus our things. Like, yeah, all right. I think the plan is going to be... Oh, they're also a white source away from Lurrus. We're just going to play out this Eidolon. Push comes to shove, we can Boros Charm to give it indestructible. Or I guess Double Strike works too, depending on what they do. How do we want to do this? We could block, but they probably have a burn spell in hand to just kill this Eidolon. We'll block. We'll see what they do. Lightning strike on. Lightning strike at us. They take 2. How much do we want to save this Eidolon? We are ahead on life right now. So I think we will give... I think we are going to go give our Eidolon indestructible. Soulscar Mage is a good draw. Although that puts us down to 6. So that's a little rough. So I think what we'll do is we'll play our Soulscar Mage. And then we will pass the turn. Or do we want to attack with this Eidolon? Attacking might not be the worst thing in the world, hitting a 13, but I think what we'll plan on doing is we'll plan on trading the Eidolon for this Lava Runner. I think that's going to be the plan. They're playing their own Eidolon. So they're forcing our hand right now. We have to... We're going to Wizard's Lightning this Soulscar Mage. Alright, always yield. Always yield. Okay. And then... Okay. And they aren't going to attack. Sacred Foundry will be great next turn. We're going to put this in tapped and then pass the turn. So hopefully we can get them to attack with their Eidolon. And if they do, then we're just going to like go crazy. We're going to Lurrus plus everything else. Okay. Let's go to blocks. Block here. Block there. Although there's a chance they just Boros Charm us and win the game. Yeah. All right. That's fine. All right. They got us. They were able to get out ahead. The turn where they killed both of our Swift Spears, that was rough. We're going to bring in 4 Searing Bloods. Take out 4 Eidolons. We're going to bring in 4 Chain to the Rocks, too. And we're going to take out the Pyromancers. We have to have a bunch of removal for this game. We're going to be on the play. Reveal Lurrus. And again, right, like how different would that game have been if we were on the play? I like definitely play draw dependent. All right, this is fine. We have the Searing Blood. We have no creatures, but this is all like excellent removal. We're going to keep. And I think we're just going to play the Sacred Foundry tapped on turn 1. Yes, we give up the ability to Wild Slash whatever they do on turn 1, but I would like to not take 2 damage from the Sacred Foundry. Especially considering we don't have the threats to back up our removal right now. See how that plays out. All right, Swift Spear, they get to hit us for 1, unfortunately. I suppose we could have led on Mountain instead of Sacred Foundry, but... yeah, we're just going to Searing Blood this one right now. They have no way of prowessing it, so we're going to get that guaranteed 3 damage. All right. Let's hope that they just play a 2-drop creature. Let's hope they play like an Eidolon or a... All right. That's what we like to see. Oh, okay. Double creature. Not what we like to see. We definitely want a third land right here. All right, got him. Plan will be we will Wild Slash Soulscar Mage. And I think we're just going to pass the turn from here. I'm not super worried about, because like they can't prowess the Lava Runner super big. And we'll see if they play anything else scary, because we're running low on removal in our hand. So if they go to play a 2-drop, then we'll just Lightning Strike that. But we're fine taking 1 here. A light up the stage. Okay, so we could have kept them off of that light up the stage, but 2 burn spells, pretty nice for them. And they can cast both of them, so. Alright, so instep. We're just going to Boros Charm them for 4. We're still using all of our mana. And we're playing around the creatures that matter. Sacred Foundry, huh? We're saving this Chain to the Rocks for Lurrus. That's the big one, because they have Lurrus mana right now, and if they just hit any one drop, they get it all back. So maybe we just Sacred Foundry tapped past the turn, holding up this Lightning Strike. And now we have Lurrus mana plus a 1-drop, should we ever draw it. So I think we're just going to pass here. Ouch. And ouch. Hitting us to 13. Pretty good. Battlefield Forge. All right. I'm expecting... Yep. No? Okay. They're going to Pyromancer us. They're going to do the old... Go to combat, see if you kill the Lavamancer, which we're not. We're going to take it. Yep, all right. Cool, so we are just going to Lightning Strike this Lurrus right away. And they're going to get back a Soulscar Mage. But we're going to get this Lurrus out of here. We don't want that. Want that nowhere near us. So, cool. We've answered their Lurrus, which is nice. Us drawing 1 more removal spell would be really nice, just to get both of these off of the battlefield. Well, Chain of the Rocks does it. Since we've answered the Lurrus, I think we're just going to Chain to the Rocks both of their threats and then pass the turn. And hopefully we can draw like a Wild Slash or something next turn. And then we can go Wild Slash them and then light up the stage and then draw into something really good. Alright, they're playing a Pyromancer. Hit us for 2. Eidolon. Ugh. Eidolon's no good. Searing Blood is pretty good, though. We're going to have to Searing Blood this Eidolon. Like, we don't really get too much of a choice on that. So good news, that does turn on Spectacle for our light up the stage. So that is pretty good. Nice. We're going to play this Battlefield Forge. We're going to Wild Slash this Pyromancer. All right, so we're very close on life total. They have 2 cards in hand, though, to our 0, unfortunately. Let's hope that one... Okay, doesn't seem like they have anything good. Wizard's Lightning. We're just going to pass. We have nothing good in our graveyard to get back, and we learned that lesson from round 1. We are not going to play our Lurrus just into open removal where we get no value off of it. So, if they play a threat, we're just going to kill it. I think we're going to Wizard's Lightning them. We don't have a wizard in play, so... And they're at 8, so trying to hit them to 0 is going to be important. Soulscar Mage. Excellent. Excellent draw. Pass. Here's where it's going to matter. Let's see what they do. Eidolon. Sure. Boros Charm. That's nice. Okay, let's see. But we just got to be careful about getting hit on the crackback, right? So if we attack in with our Soulscar Mage and they don't block and we go Boros Charm them, that is lethal, but then we go to 5. And if they just go Lightning Strike Wild Slash with their 2 cards left in hand, that's going to be pretty bad. But if we can get them to tap out or to play anything, right? If they go to 3, then we can Boros Charm in response, and then there's no way for them to beat us because then we'll be at 5 and there's no one spell that costs there's no one spell that can deal 5 that way. So let's go to attack. But then we're at 5, and yeah, I think we just need to pass. We need to play it safe. Or what we need to do is we need to just draw some more burn spells. So, yeah, that's nice. So, if we go, all right, Boros Charm you, and they go, well, hold on, I'm going to kill you in response, then we can, like, Lightning Strike them in response and, like, try to win the game that way. We have enough mana to cast both of these, so I think we're just going to pass again. Because if they cast anything, they lose the game. Like, full stop, they will lose. Mountain is fine. Now that they're up to 4 cards in hand, there's no way they don't have something good. Let's see. What's the play here? Because at any point, they can just attack us with the Eidolon. And then if we block with Soulscar Mage, then we are forced to take that aggressive step. Then we're forced to cast our spell first to save the Soulscar Mage. And then they can just shoot us back and forth. So I think we're just going to attack in with Soulscar Mage. We're going to Lightning Strike them. There's still a chance that they could just have 5 damage in their hand. And we go, all right, Boros Charm you, and they go tap out Lightning Strike, or tap 2 Lightning Strike, tap 2 whatever. But if we just keep passing, though, like, they're going to get to a point where they can cast a spell that's going to be lethal. We Boros Charm them in response, and then they just hit us in response again. So I guess we could have played Lurrus right there. Go 1, 2, 3 for Lurrus. They have 6 mana. Let's just go for it. If they have it, they have it. Because if we just sit here and keep giving them draw steps, they are going to have it. Let's see if that's enough. Okay. Ooh. All right, we got them. Okay, they had lands and lightning strikes. Okay, cool. Whew. Yeah, nice. All right, I was worried that we were going to lose that game. Like, it's a real concern that they just have enough burn spells to just kill us right there. So we called them on it. Just it was the fact that they weren't attacking with Eidolon, right? If they had the way to do that, they would have just attacked with Eidolon, because then we have to cast our spell first, and then they get on top of that chain to win. So All right, we might have been a little too cautious considering what their hand actually was, but I feel good about what we've done. All right, we're up against another Lurrus deck. This could be again, it could be the same matchups again. We're not like we're on the draw. We do have removal, but we have 4 creatures. We'll keep it because we can cast everything. That's the big thing is we can cast everything. All right, another red deck. Soulscar Mage. We're just going to Wild Slash it. We got to get that out of here. Chain to the Rocks is nice. Yeah, we'll pay 2. We need to hope that they kept a hand that was like 1 creature. That would be really nice. So again, our sideboard tech is really paying off. We brought in we made sure to pack our sideboard full of a lot of removal spells, and that really worked out for us right here. Land. All right. We're going to cast Get to Lava Runner past the turn. Or you know what? No, we need to... I want to keep... Well, I don't know. We could just chain to the rocks that Pyromancer. Get it out of here. Wait. What am I talking about? We're on game 3. I'm sorry. Boy, it has been it's been a stream that I thought we were in another matchup. All right, we need to... Yeah, we're going to chain to the rocks this Pyromancer. We need to keep him off their creatures. Because that's how they're going to win the game. And they're at least 2 turns away from getting to Lurrus back that Soulscar Mage. Lava Runner. Swift Spear. Jeez, they kept all the creatures. A second land would be really nice. Come on, man. Just give me the land. We're going to play our Lava Runner. Because that's the thing, right? If we can get to our second land, we can really curve out and beat them. Because we also have a bunch of creatures in our hand. What I'm hoping for is they don't kill this Lava Runner. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Okay, Lightning Strike at the Lava Runner. They get to hit us for 5. Hit us to 10. Jeez. Land. That's that. I mean, it is frustrating, right? That was it game 1? We flooded out. It was turn 9 and we had 9 lands in play. And here it's going to be turn 6 and we're going to have 1 land in play. That's really frustrating. Yep. Game 3. Okay. We're going to block a Swift Spear, take 2. We need a land. We really need a land, right now. Battlefield Forge. That's the worst land that we could draw, but we'll take it. We're just going to Wizard's Lightning out their Swift Spears. We just have to get those out of here. We lose the game if we don't. I suppose we could play another Lava Runner past the turn. Or we could just I kind of just want to double Wizard's Lightning these Swift Spears out of here. Get them gone, you know? Or actually there's no need to because they only have... They're going to draw 1 card. And there's no way for them to get these Swift Spears up to 4 power. The other match went... Okay, we lost round 1 to the mirror match. We won round 2 against the Devotion deck. And we're on game 3 right now against the mirror again. I think we're just going to pass the turn. I think that just needs to be what... I think that needs to be what we do. This Ashen Cleric's an interesting sideboard tech. Maybe we should have brought in Skullcracks. I didn't realize that was a card. I know it's been seeing some sideboard play in some other archetypes, but... Okay. So they could lure us here, so I'm glad that we held off on these Wizard's Lightning. They're going to attack all the way in. We're going to block a Get to Lava Runner. Or no. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're going to block this Swift Spear. And then we are going to, before damage, we're going to Wizard's Lightning this other Swift Spear. So now we got to get both Swift Spears off the battlefield. Are they just passing the turn? We're going to hang on to this Wizard's Lightning because we don't want them to freely Lurrus plus others. Battlefield Forge is fine. We're going to attack for 2. We're going to cast this Light up the stage and see what we get. Although us getting 2 Battlefield Forges is really bad with them at 20. Because now the chances of them just drawing into like damage to kill us is very high. Yeah, I guess we should have held off on the Battlefield Forge because we could have hit it, because we could have played that Inspiring Vantage. Chain to the Rocks is a fine card. I think we'll play another Lava Runner. Ouch. Go to 5. And then we're gonna pass the turn. We just gotta hope they don't draw like Boros Charm because. Yeah, we're getting to a point where we're just about to lose the game from these Battlefield Forges. Like, we just don't have the way to turn the corner fast enough. Alright, they're going to cast their Lurrus. Oh, no, they're just going to kill us off of this stuff. Jeez. Swift Spear, and in response, we'll Wizard's Lightning the... Maybe we don't. We have this Chain to the Rocks. So I think we're just going to Wizard's Lightning like the Swift Spear or something, you know? And then we can Chain to the Rocks the Lurrus on our next turn. Yeah, the Pain Lands are good and bad, right? They're great when we get to... when it allows us to color fix, but really bad in this matchup where our life total matters. Okay. We're just going to Wizard's Lightning the Swift Spear, get it out of here. Boros Charm is nice. We have to... Unfortunately, we're going to Chain to the Rocks on the Lurrus. Although now we're just at a point where we just lose to any burn spell, pretty much. There's a chance they have Wild Slash in hand, so I think we're just gonna have to we're just gonna go to 1. We're just gonna tap out, play these Swift Spears. Because we're dead to anything anyway. And we just gotta hope to really put on the pressure. We'll leave behind a Swift Spear to block this. Because now we're at a point where any burn spell just wins them the game anyway. But if we can get them to brick, if they brick, next turn we can just straight up win the game. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we can just straight up win the game next turn if they don't draw a burn spell. Excellent. I like to see that. All right, let's see if we can get him. Unfortunately, we can't even, that would be lethal because we could go Swift Spear, Boros Charm, but that would put us to 0. Yeah, we just got to hope that they brick one more turn. They block 1, they take 4. We got to get there one more time. Eight. Yeah, we just we have to. Fingers crossed. It's a moment of truth. I'm really, I don't want to see the is paying mana costs over here. That's what I don't want to see. Okay, they didn't draw it because they would just snap do it. Ooh, another land. Oh, man. Maybe they drew like a Chain to the Rocks or something. Like something that doesn't end the game, but something that could keep them alive another turn. I guess we should have played out this Swift Spear since we weren't going to be playing the Boros Charm. Because if they just play like another Ashen Cleric, or if they play another creature, then no, we have four creatures all attacking for 2. So yeah, I think we got him. Oh no, please no. God damn, don't slow roll me like that. Come on. Ugh, don't slow roll me. Oh, what am I gonna do with this Wizard's Lightning? I just don't know. Jeez, my opponent's at 1. Come on, just kill me so I can move on with my day. Let's think. What could we have had? What could we have had that would make them sit there and tank on it? I guess the one thing I have been seeing in a couple sideboards, there's that it's 1 white mana card from Ikoria. It has the 3 modes. One is like put a 1/1 counter on a creature. One is like destroy an enchantment, and then the third mode is gain 4 life. So I guess they were waiting to see if like, all right, if I cast this Wizard's Lightning and they just gain 4 in response, then they lose. But yeah, I don't know. So the Pain lands really bad in that matchup. That 100% cost us the game. I suppose you could argue maybe like I would need to go back and double check the math. But like we were at, but then again we were at 3 when we played those 2 Swift Spears, so Wizard's Lightning still kills us. Yeah, just really rough that we were taking all that damage off of the Pain lands the whole time. So maybe that is something that we need to worry about. Maybe we need to start packing some life gain of our own in the sideboard. Because we've played 3 matches, 2 of them have been the mirror. Again, right, this is how like rapidly this like meta is like shifting. Because last stream we played against the Boros Heroic deck a whole lot. And then now we're playing against the Burn deck a whole bunch. So it's just like bouncing back and forth between what's good and what's not. Yeah, Pain lands really like... Yeah, we had 3 lands. Like, how much damage do we take off of our lands? We shocked in the Sacred Foundry turn 1. And then we had to tap a whole bunch for those Battlefield Forges. All right, we won the die roll. Yeah. And because we do have colorless colorless cards in our deck, like these Pyromancers and like Lightning Strike. Garuda. Okay, we're up against Garuda. Can this hand race Garuda? It's all creatures, so maybe. We need to hope to draw some burn spells, but being able to come out the gate really fast is going to be nice. So hopefully here's where our Grafdigger's cages in the sideboard really matter, because we get to bring in all 3 of those. All right. I think we're going to lead on Swift Spear. And I think next turn, we're just going to play Soulscar Mage, get 2 Lava Runner, even if we draw a burn spell. I think we need to deploy our threats super fast. Well, Radiant Fountain is a good start for them. They just get a freebie, like blank this Swift Spear. Inspiring Vantage. Getting lands is fine. Yeah, we're just going to play these out. Just like, that way, if we can just get into some burn spells, these prowess creatures are going to hit him for a ton of damage. And we have 3 lands, so we get to do the old lucky, play Pyromancer, play whatever burn spell we draw. Aether Hub. They get an energy. Okay. Here comes a Mana Dork. Fortunately, it's Paradise Druid. They are never going to block with Paradise Druid. They might block with the Sylvan Caryatid. Is Eidolon enough? Eidolon represents 4 damage very, very quickly. Let's go to attack first. Because we lose the game if next turn they just... Oh, no. Turn off auto deals. Turn off auto deals. Oh, damn it. Oh, fuck. We blew it. Just so... I just get such in the habit of F6ing after I attack. Dang it. All right, that's a punt. I need a sticky note that says don't F6. Yeah, because if they just double dork here, then we're in trouble. So let's see. No, okay. They have 2, 3, 4. They have 5 mana. So they just need one more land and they're Garuda-ing. Let's see. We're going to swing in. We're not going to accidentally skip through our turn. We're going to light up the stage. We could just be dead next turn. That's a very real possibility. We'll play this Vantage. We're going to play Pyromancer. Let's see. So if they live at 4 health, then we'll know that that us accidentally skipping through our turn is what did it. But if they like win right now, they just would have like won the game at 5 health or like 6 instead of 11. So we'll just see if they go land win the game or not. Because they have what 2, 3, 4. They have 5 mana. They just need one more land. Ooh, they got that nice Garuda. They got the Doom of Depths. The Godzilla. And they have the mana to do it. That all taps for colored mana. Yep. Although that's 5. That's are they about to play a clone effect? Yeah. They're gonna clone the Paradise Druid. Well, good news is this Paradise Druid is tapped, so we are gonna kill it immediately. Maybe. Not immediately, but we'll kill it at some point. Okay. How much damage can we hit him for this next turn? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 off of creatures. 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we can just win with the Wizard. So if they don't block, we'll just win with this Wizard's Lightning. Okay. And I guess now, even if they block, we still win because we get to Lightning Strike plus Wizard's Lightning. So yeah, that was their chance to win. They missed their opportunity. They should realize they have to block here, yeah, just off of a principle of like knowing that we have this Wizard's Lightning in hand. And that's the ball game. All right. Even though we almost punted by skipping through our 3rd turn, we were able to get back and get him. So that feels nice. All right, 3 Graph Diggers Cage coming in. We can go ahead and bring in the Skullcrack too. We accidentally clicked in a Searing Blood. That doesn't belong here. All right, well, we're going to bring in Skullcrack because we're not really pointing our removal at creatures, and they do have those gain a life lands, as well as I'm sure they'll bring in other ways to gain life. So what are we going to take out? What's bad here? I like all of our burn spells. I like all of our creatures. I think we're going to cut the Eidolons. Although, I don't know, maybe Eidolon is actually really, really strong here, just on the basis that, like, no, because they only, like, they're going to play 2-drop turn 2, and then, like, turn 3, they could play another 2-drop, but they could also just, like, do what they did, which is play the 4-drop, and that copies the 2-drop, so. And we got to cut 2 other cards. I think we'll cut some of our more expensive spells. We'll cut a Light Up the Stage. We'll cut two Light Up the Stage, actually, because Like game, like that first game, we hit the one light up the stage, and that was really nice. But if we have 2 or 3 of these in hand, then we don't want to see that. We maybe want to see one. Maybe. All right, let's hope we can just either keep a very aggressive hand or keep a super interactive hand. This hand is not fast enough. We do nothing on turn 1. We deal 2 damage to them turn 2. And then like turn 3, we're still only casting like 1 spell. Like, we're going to mulligan. You know what? It's a 1-lander. That's a pain land, but we have the Grafdigger's Cage, so we'll keep it. We'll put Lightning Strike on the bottom. Let's see. Do they? I know they have some answers to Grafdigger's Cage, but we'll just see if they like what route they went. If they went keep a very interactive hand, or if they kept the like turbo combo hand. Because I think we can just wait and see. Right? We will lead on Swift Spear. Attack for 1. Hopefully we draw a second land next turn. Again, quest for 2 lands, right? Hopefully we draw a second land so we can go Boros Charm or just even hold up Skullcrack, right? I think that's going to be a pretty good play too. Hope they don't just slam down a Radiant Fountain. Sylvan Carry added. Second land would be excellent. Lava Runner's fine. We're going to play it. They can't combo next turn, even with like their best hands, so we'll pass, unfortunately. We'll see if this Grafdigger's Cage is enough for us to just win the game with. It's very possible. Zephyrin Void. They scry 1. Let's see how they scry. They put 1 card on top. Not what we like to see. 4 mana. Oh my god, a Thought-Knot Seer. And they get to take our Grafdigger's Cage. Yep. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh my god. I know they play Thought-Knot Seer too, but I guess I was also hoping to like play around removal. Like, just don't want to play it turn 1 or turn 2 and have it get just get killed with a by like an Abrupt Decay or an Assassin's Trophy or something. All right, we got to go on the aggro plan. Let's hope they block with this Thought-Knot Seer. I would prefer that. They're not. We're going to Wizard's Lightning them. So maybe we do just need to like play Grafdigger's Cage before they get to 4 mana. Maybe that has to be the thing. Like, I still think playing the Swift Spear on turn 1 was correct, but maybe just turn 2 we just go Grafdigger's Cage, get like, if you answer it, you answer it, but Thought-Knot Seer not what we want to see. Okay. Drawing a second land would be fine, but they can combo next turn if they hit their land drop. So I just want to see another Grafdigger's Cage. Not the worst thing in the world. We're going to go to attack. We're going to hit him. See if they block it. Yeah, all right. So we are going to Wizard's Light, or no, we're going to Wild Slash this Thought-Knot Seer. And that way we can, because like us Wizards Lightning them right now isn't going to win us the game, but maybe we get to draw into a Grafdigger's Cage off of this Thought-Knot Seer trigger. Skullcrack, okay. Not quite enough. Let's see if they just combo us this turn. Yep, all right. Let's hope they fizzle. Let's just hope that they fizzle immediately. They hit 4 lands, we hit like 4 lands, or we hit a bunch of odd CMC stuff. Let's hope. All right, they're getting a Thought-Knot Seer. All right, so us getting to attack with our creatures is not happening. Chances are they just have more, clone effects in their hand. So The game is, I don't want to say it's lost, but like now we're in trouble. We do have 9 points of damage in our hand. Like maybe that's enough if we can curve out. Or not curve out, but just like stay alive long enough for that to happen. The plan is just going to be to block whatever they play. Like, if they just go to attack, we're just going to block it. Most likely, here comes a clone effect, and they're just going to do it all over again. Yep, they're going to flicker their Garuda. Let's hope, like, again, let's really hope that they fizzle. They hit a clone. They hit a clever impersonator. I guess fortunately, like, at least they're hitting they're not hitting a spark double, right? So like them milling through their deck is fine. Oh, dang it. There's a spark double. I was going to say, because with this deck, we're hoping that they like either don't get to the point like where they get to kill us. We want them to either fizzle, or we want them to, we want them to just like hit the legendary creatures, so that way they're not amassing this ginormous board state where they just win off of that. But it's not looking like that's going to happen. Because I don't think we can win the game next turn, even if we draw. Like, what are we hoping for? We're hoping for like a wizard, so next turn we can go, or no, land, I guess, a 1-mana spell. Yeah, because we can deal, 9 at most to them next turn. So, unfortunately, they are just going to combo us out. Another spark double. Yep. All right, so lesson learned. We need to all right, I'm just going to skull crack him in F6. Like, we're not winning at this point, but I want to just like pass priority through the rest of the turn. Okay. 8. Yeah, because we can hit him to 5 with the skull crack or the wizard's lightning, but ooh, you know what card would be really nice in this matchup? Like a reflector mage. Like reflector mage would be so nice. Like, or no, not a reflector mage, a deputy of detention. Just like scoop up all those Garudas, scoop up all those clones. All right, and there's Dragon Lord Culligan. They win the game. Ouch. Negative 39. Nice. All right. Like, not much we could have sideboarded differently. We just we should have just played that Graph Digger's Cage immediately, and we've learned our lesson for next time that we will we will do that. We will play the Graph Digger's Cage. If not turn 1, then turn 2 before they get to Thought Knot Seer out of our hand. This hand is not fast enough to win us the game. We have no lands, but we do have a Graph Digger's Cage. But we're not keeping a no lander. We're gonna keep this 5 mountain and Skullcrack on the bottom, I guess. Chances are, like, I don't know, we should have molded again to find that Graph Digger's Cage, but you saw that they can just like turn 3, play a Thought Knot Seer, and then they could just be attacking us for 4 for the rest of the game. So we just gotta hope that we top deck into it. That's gonna be the plan, that we just top deck into a Graph Digger's Cage. Which, if we do, we will play immediately. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're going to play this Graph Digger's Cage. We've learned our lesson. We get some prowess triggers off of it, which is nice. We're going to Wizard's Lightning them for 1. 1 mana. And then we're going to attack them for 3. All right. That's a good spot. We like that. Let's see. What do we want to see from here on out? We just want to see more burn spells. Radiant Fountain, that's fine. Gaining 2. Paradise Druid's fine. I guess what we would like to see is I do want to see 1 more land so we can get Lurrus in play. So that way if they do destroy the Grafdigger's Cage, we can just Lurrus it back. All right. We're just going to cast Lurrus this turn. Like, we're in a point where, like, the life gain isn't going to matter too much. Since they've already gained 2 life, we're just trying to make it where they don't combo kill us. So we're going to cast Lurrus. So that way, next turn, if they do kill the Grafdigger's Cage, we can just get it right back. And I don't think they're running any removal, so chances of our Lurrus dying is, I think, 0. How'd they scry? I hope it's to the bottom. They put 1 card on top. That means it's probably a removal spell. Yeah, Thought-Knot Seer. Again, really glad that we just, like, slammed down that Grafdigger's Cage. Like, or no, an Altered Ego. Sure. Nice. Gonna play this Lava Runner, and then we're just gonna hold up Skullcrack. We're not really incentivized to play it right now. No. Oh, dang it. They're just gonna kill our Lurrus. Okay, they're not. Whew. I was like, oh, dang it. Attacking with that Lurrus might actually be a mistake, because then they just block with their Paradise Druid, and then they answer our Grafdigger's Cage, and we're pretty sunk, but that's fine. We're getting pretty close to winning the game here. Yava Maya Coast. What are they playing? Here comes a Thought-Knot Seer. No? Oh, are they just going to cast Garuda anyway? Sure. That doesn't do what you want it to do. I mean, maybe they just want a big 8/8, like, or a 6/6, like, that's fine too, right? Like, let's Skullcrack them. We're at the point where we're just trying to race them. Oh, we can't get anything with our Lurrus because of the Grafdigger's Cage. That's right. We're going to swing in. They're probably just going to block, and then we get in there for like 1. All right, we're going to get in there for 2. Excellent. Let's see. What would be the worst thing for it to happen to us right now? I guess the worst thing would be they're at 6 mana. Okay, well, that's pretty bad too, just them gaining 2 life. The worst thing would be them killing the Grafdigger's Cage and comboing all in 1 turn. But they would need more mana, and especially more colored mana for that. What costs 7? Oh, there's going to alter ego for 3. Okay. So it's going to be a 9/9. Oh, they're going to get a Lurrus. Oh, because now they can start gaining a bunch of life, and we have no way to answer that. That's actually really bad. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, them gaining 6 is not what we want to see. And we're drawing lands, which is just as bad. Like, we need something good. Yeah, we have to pass here. Good news is that if they do attack in with Lurrus, we're going to double block it and then just, like, get it off the battlefield. But Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe we shouldn't have played our Lurrus. I thought us getting in for 3 would help, but maybe it's not. They're just gonna keep spark doubling our. They're gonna start copying our Lurrus. Oh no, okay. That's what I was expecting. I'm like, they're just gonna make a bunch of copies of our Lurrus and then like win the game because they get to lifelink for a whole bunch. Wow, I thought we had it, but yet we're gonna lose the game to just regular old combat damage. Them just casting us a 6/6 every turn. That's awful. I can't believe it. I can't believe that we were able to like get our hate piece down and it just wasn't enough. To be fair, we did moldify for it, but I guess that shows that if we don't have that much of a clock, it's just not going to matter. This isn't Storm or another deck that like hard loses to it. Like as we can, yeah. All right. More lands, more Grafdigger's Cages. All right. Man, that's upsetting. We went back to Grafdigger's Cage so we could fight this deck, and now we're still losing it. That is frustrating. All right, yeah, and that's almost lethal. Yeah, we're at 3. All right, well, they got us, unfortunately. Yep. Get that Paradise Druid out of here. We don't want it. All right, they got us. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Would us have not playing... I mean, us not playing the Lurrus matters a little bit because they wouldn't have gained 6 life. But even then, they still would have been at 8. Maybe we hold on to that Skullcrack to negate the life gain off of the Radiant Fountain. So we maybe lost a little bit of extra damage that way. But I don't think we missed 8 points of damage. Yes, I'd like to play first. Again, like notably, in our 5 rounds, we played against 0 Yorion decks. Yorion decks used to be everywhere, and now we've played against 0 of them. We're up against another Lurrus deck. Is this going to be the 3rd mirror match we play this league? This is like the worst possible removal heavy hand because like these Wizards Lightning are literally costing 3. But I guess we do curve out. We can go. Yeah, we'll keep it because we get to cast our spells every turn, except for this first turn. Like turn 2, we'll Lightning Strike their threat. Turn 3, we'll Wizards Lightning their threat. Turn 4 and turn 5, we can just like kill everything. So that might just be enough. We'll play the Inspiring Vantage and we'll pass the turn. All right, 3rd mirror. Oh, this could be the Prowess deck. Although I don't does the Prowess deck play Soulscar Mage? Wild Slash, that's nice. Yeah, we're just gonna Lightning Strike. No, we are gonna Wild Slash it because we know that they can't get a Prowess trigger right now. So we'll save the 3 mana damage spells for when we need to deal 3 damage. Okay, Swift Spear. Yeah, so 3rd mirror match of the league. So we came prepared. We haven't won any of them yet, but maybe we can get him this last time. Nice way to end out the league if we can do that. Light up the stage. Sacred Foundry, Lava Runner. Lightning Strike. So if we can get to another land, that'll be nice, because then we can double Lightning Strike next turn. And they're pretty close to getting to cast their Lurrus and start getting all these creatures back. They just need to hit one more white source. A Pyromancer. That's nice because it turns on our Wizard's Lightning. So we will play this. Plus it serves as a threat for us. We'll see if they just kill it immediately. If they do, we might just Wizard's Lightning the Lava Runner. Okay. We're gonna take one here. I think what they're hoping we do is that we block, then they go land Lurrus, get that guy back. So we're fine with that. See what they do. Light it. Okay, they were hoping to light up the stage. I see. All right, we're going to keep trading resources. Another light at the stage. Lands plus lightning strike. All right, so they are going to get to Lurrus next turn, so we can't really do much. We are going to play the Soulscar Mage, though. Soulscar Mage is a nice one. Force them to use that lightning strike. Either, like, make them choose, right? They either have to lightning strike the Soulscar Mage, or they got to play their Lurrus. Like, it's one or the other. Okay, they are going to choose to do that. Yeah, we can't save it, so that's fine. Dude, yeah, that's fine. We want to save our burn spells for removal. Another Wizard's Lightning. All right, we're just going to pass. I guess we're hoping that they just, like, get their Lurrus out so we can just go ahead and answer it and then try to take over the game from there. And that looks like that's the plan. I guess we could answer, just get this Get 2 Lava Runner off the battlefield because, again, for the same reason that we did the other game, the Lurrus already got to do its thing, and we're just going to kill it on our turn anyway. Yeah, I think we're going to lightning strike this Lava Runner. I would like to see a wizard. I would like for us to top deck like a Get 2 Lava Runner. That would be really nice because then we could go Lava Runner and then get to double Wizard's Lightning away their threats. So that's what I would like to see. That would be preferable. That's pretty much the same thing. We get to Soulscar Mage and then double Wizard's Lightning. Getting the Lurrus out of here. Get that Swift Spear out of here. So that's really nice. We got to just answer all of their threats. All right, they're going to shock our Soulscar Mage. That's a very, very smart thing to do. See what we draw. Lava Runner, pretty good. We get to have a hasty 2/2. All right, they're just going to kill it, which is fine, and then we'll pass the turn. All right, they have one card in hand. This would be a great chance for us to draw that fourth land. Excellent. All right, we're going to Lurrus plus Swift Spear. Oh, do we have it? We don't have a Swift Spear. Then we're going to grab a Soulscar Mage. And then we're going to pass the turn. Ooh. So if we get to untap with this Lurrus, I think the game will be ours. Yeah. Excellent. That's what we like to see. All right, we're going to get back a Pyromancer. Hit them for 2. We're going to lightning strike Their Monastery Swift Spear. And then that's pretty much going to be the game. We're getting extra value off this Lurrus, and then we're about to gain 3 life back up to 18. Like, that's pretty much going to be the game. Yeah, they're going to Wild Slash away our Lurrus, which is fine. But, again, they're at 11. We're at 18. They have no board presence in their top decking. We are putting the pain on, so Boros Charm them for 4. All right, so let's go over to the sideboard. I think we're going to stick with that same plan for Searing Bloods, for Chain to the Rocks, and we're going to take out the Eidolons and the Pyromancers. Get rid of some of these ancillary creatures. I think what I've learned from last time is we're going to take out 2 Boros Charms, and we're going to bring in 2 Skullcracks, just in case they are on that the like Ashing Cleric plan. And Boros Charm wasn't dealing damage to creatures anyway, because I don't want to take out the interaction that's going to be hitting the board. I want to be taking out the interaction that is going at their face, which Boros Charm always is. So us changing out 2 Boros Charms for 2 Skullcracks is fine. We're trading that 1 point of damage for the potential to blank a big sideboard play. This hand is really close. Again, it's that... Seems that we have that quest for 2 lands, right? We can answer their turn 1 play. We can answer their turn 2 play. But if we don't draw a second land, and especially if that second land isn't a white source, then we're in trouble. But considering we're up a game, I think we'll keep it. Just because it's so removal heavy. Yeah, especially if they're going to take 2 to play that Soulscar Mage. Although us drawing a Soulscar Mage of our own is going to be great if we can just draw some more lands. Battlefield Forge. So they're having that problem that we were having where they're taking a bunch of damage from their lands. Second land. Maybe? No. We're going to play our own Soulscar Mage, and then we're just going to pass the turn. They have a mana open, and they have 4 cards in hand. There's no way they don't just, like, have a way for if we go to Wild Slash it that they just pump and make it bigger. So we're just going to have to play our Soulscar Mage and pass the turn. If we had drawn a land, we could have gone Soulscar Mage Wizard's Lightning, which would have been good enough to kill the Soulscar Mage. So let's see if we can get them to tap out. That way, no matter what we draw, if they tap out, the Wild Slash is going to be enough. I'll light up the stage for them. That's pretty good. It's looking like they're going to play the Lava Runner. They're thinking about playing the Lava Runner. Yeah, okay. So we get to kill this Soulscar Mage regardless of what we draw, but second land is definitely what we wanted to see. So I think what we can do is we can play the Swift Spear. We'll go to attack, and we'll see how they block. If they block with the Lava Runner, we're just going to Wild Slash the Soulscar Mage and hopefully 2-for-1 them. Okay, they're not. We could also light up the stage here, but I don't think that's what we want to be doing quite yet because we don't get to play anything off of that light up the stage. We're tapped out, and we made our land drop already, so we'll Wild Slash, get in there for 2, and then next turn we will light up the stage. We definitely need to hit our 3rd land drop because the chances of us getting to cast like a Spectacled light up the stage is getting very low. And we need to be able to cast, we need to cast this Wizard's Lightning, so we need a 3rd land, like, right now. And having that 3rd land be a white source would be preferable. Not quite. We're going to play the Swift Spear and attack. because maybe we get lucky and then they don't block again, and then we get to light up the stage. Okay, they're just gonna put it in front. We're also fine with that. Like, we get to answer their threat. Yeah, unfortunately, we just have to pass the turn. We need a white source pretty badly. Okay, nothing. They're just gonna attack us for 2. I don't want to see a land drop. That's what I don't want to see. Okay, so they're definitely gonna Lurrus next turn. That's definitely happening. Okay, lots of land. Good and bad, right? Good and bad. Land. Well, it's a third land. I guess it's the same deal as before, right? If we just hold up this Wizard's Lightning, they're like, and they go Lurrus, cast their thing. They've already cast the thing, so we get to wait 1 turn. So we're just going to cast this light up the stage. That's pretty bad. I guess it's good in the sense that if those were our next 2 top decks, we would not be happy about it. So maybe that digs us into a white source, because if we get a white source, we get to cast that Chain to the Rocks off of exile, and then have white mana. So maybe that'll dig us to what we need. Swift Spear. Probably going to play a Wizard's Lightning at us. Yep. And they're going to hit us for 4. And they're going to lose a mountain off of exile, which is fine. White source. Here we go. Not quite. Guess we're going to play the mountain. Pass the turn. Not what we want to be seeing. Like, we're just so close to losing the game now. All right, let's Wizard's Lightning this Swift Spear. If they have a Boros Charm, they just win the game. There's Lurrus. Here comes back a Swift Spear. Or no, are they just going to get a Pyromancer? Yeah, they're going to get the Vishino Pyromancer. All right, so what do we want even? I think that's the game. Because what if we draw a white source? I mean, a white source isn't even enough at this point. Like, we get to go Lava Runner, which can block the Lurrus or whatever, or can block like the Pyromancer. But then they just get in for 2 with the other card. So, yep, that's the game. Unfortunately. So we'll be going to game 3. Again, we didn't hit our white sources. This Chain to the Rocks rot away in our hand the whole game. And that 1 card could have changed everything. So that's, again, not quite what we want to see, but it is what it is. I like how we sideboarded. I don't think there's any changes we could do there, so we're gonna go back into it. Yes, I would like to play first. All right, we are on the play though, so that's the good news. This is okay. Thank you. This is a good hand. We are gonna keep it. We have 2 white sources. We have 3 lands. We have spells plus removal. This is excellent. This is exactly what we want to see. If they don't kill this Swift Spear immediately, what we can do is we'll attack with it. We'll cast Light at the stage and go from there. So yeah, it's like the chances of that happening though, very, very low. Second Inspiring Vantage is great. I think we're gonna play the Lava Runner. And we're gonna pass the turn. What we need to hope for is that they try to get in this extra value and they play a Swift Spear first, because then we can Wizard's Lightning whatever creature they play. Chain to the Rocks. All right. That's just going to get to resolve. And then they're going to play their threat. Yep. So that was smart on them. They sniffed out that maybe we had a Wizard's Lightning or something. Wild Slash. We could Wild Slash them, then cast Light at the stage and hope we draw into another Wild Slash or something, but I think we just need to... We're just going to pass the turn. No, we're not. We're going to Wild Slash this. Let's be smart. There is an argument that maybe we should have played the Wizard's Lightning instead, because we're effectively using our mana, and Wild Slash is enough to kill Lurrus. Ash Zealot. That's fine. It's going to die immediately, but... Again, I am not sold on this card. I get that Ash Zealot is great for the Lotus Breach matchup, but I don't know why you would bring it in here. Battlefield Forge. We are going to kill it, though, just for the fact that it's a 2-2 with First Strike. And maybe that's why they brought it in. They just decided to go way up on creatures. We're very close to falling behind if they can just have a big explosive turn. Because we have no removal in hand, but we do get the ability to draw into something pretty good. Okay, they're going to hard cast a Light at the stage, so they're probably in the same spot that we are. Yeah, this is the card I was talking about earlier. Maybe they thought that we had a Light of Hope. So maybe we want to draw a Skullcrack. Maybe that's what we want to draw. Just blank this Light of Hope. Chained to the Rocks. We'll go ahead and cast this Light at the stage first. See what we get. Double Boros Charm. Well, I mean, we'll get to cast it next turn, which is good. But both of them. We'll get to double Boros Charm. Hit him for 8. Hit him 2-8. Not bad. Although they're going to gain 4 life off of this Light of Hope, which is not good. What are we hoping for here? I guess a land. That way we can go double Boros Charm, Light at the stage, and then maybe play the second Boros Charm. Which we might just do anyway. We might just go Boros Charm, Light at the stage, and then see if we can hit a land off of that Light at the stage. Yeah, here comes that Light of Hope to gain 4 life. No, they're going to cast Lurrus instead. That's brazen. Oh, because they get to do both now. Okay, never mind. They get to cast the Lava Runner and the Light of Hope. Maybe that's what we should be running in our sideboard. That seems like a pretty good sideboard card now that I see it in action. Ooh, okay. I see what you're doing there. I think you should have just gained 4 life. I think that would have been back-breaking. All right. Let's deal 4. Let's light up the stage. Let's hope we get a good removal spell. Soulscar Mage is not a good removal spell. Yeah, we're going to play it. So they're going to gain 4 life, hit us for a whole bunch. So this game is... I don't see how we can fight back into it. I guess we have our own Lurrus that we can play here in a second, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, another Ash Zealot. Okay. And a slot. That's really good. Is that enough to kill us? 2, 4, 6. That's 7. Wow. They're just gonna. Wow. That is atrocious. Oh, do they just have a shock in their hand? No, they have a Soulscar Mage. Okay. Gonna cast this Lurrus. We can't cast anything from our graveyard, so we're just gonna have to wild slash the Swift Spear, or we're just gonna wait. We're gonna hold it up because they're out of things in their graveyard. I don't think this is enough to win the game or to like fight back into it, but especially if they just like draw a lightning slash or a wild slash or something. But what we can do is we can wait for them to go to combat, they attack, then we wild slash away like this Ash Zealot. Yeah, wild slash the Ash Zealot. All right, how do we block that doesn't lose us the game? 2, 4, that's 6 damage. Yeah, and we go up to 5. Not enough for us to win the game, unfortunately. Hits us to -1. Pretty bad league. We won against like a non-Yorian mono blue or blue devotion / white, or just couldn't be just like white weenie, but like, and then we lost the mirror match 3 times, and we lost to Garuda even after we brought in good sideboard hate. We definitely need some way to manage our variance in the game. I think that was the problem. We flooded out when we needed to not flood out. We were stuck on lands. Maybe we need to mulligan better. Maybe that's the problem. But and we could experiment with Light of Hope. Maybe we cut our Skull Cracks, bring in Light of Hope. Skull Crack didn't really do what we wanted it to do this league. Because we were trying to push through damage, and so we weren't holding it up and being reactive, because the life gain spells that we played against weren't as backbreaking as they would be in other formats. Like, there is no Worm Coil Engine gaining 6 life. There is no Weather the Storm gaining them 12 life like there is in Modern. So maybe that's what we should do. We should cut our Skull Cracks and bring in those Light of Hopes. Those Light of Hopes seemed really nice for our opponents, getting to make Lurrus just a little bit bigger where Wild Slash doesn't kill it. Because that could have changed things too if we were able to wild slash that Lurrus, as opposed to it being at 3 toughness. So maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to focus on having this diverse removal. So Light of Hope could gain us 3 life. It can, or gain us 4 life. It could be a combat trick, and if we do play the matchups where it matters, we somehow get paired up against Orzhov Auras, or we get paired up against that mono white devotion deck, we can bring it in, and if it doesn't do what we want it to do, right, we're not using it to destroy an enchantment, we still have other uses for it. Same thing with that Light of Hope in the burn mirror. Maybe we're gaining 4 life to get ourselves out of the danger zone. Maybe we are using it to make our things bigger, to be a combat trick. Maybe that's something that we can experiment. But it really just felt like we were on the back foot for most of our games. But that'll wrap up our league. 1-4, not the best, but we're doing what we can. So with that being said, my name's Cody. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you next time.